They don't really have that many weapons on the offensive side of the ball other than Javonte Williams. And I expect our pass rush to get after Russell Wilson. They got a new tackle this year, Mike McGlinchey, coming from the San Francisco 49ers. Nevertheless, he's going to be starting week 1. And I expect, Malcolm Koonce, Max Crosby, and Tyree Wilson to get after the quarterback and get some sacks. I really expect 2 or 3 sacks from this defense, and I expect at least 1 turnover. Let's see what all the hype has been about this preseason, about our defense stepping up a notch. Let's see if we could all put it together and really show out this weekend. What's up, Raider Nation? We finally made it. It's officially week 1 of the 2023 NFL season. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button if you would like to support. And everyone who's already subscribed, thank you for supporting since day 1. Christmas came a little bit early this year, and on Thursday when the Lions gifted us by beating the Chiefs at Arrowhead. I know the whole NFL world is very happy that the Lions were able to beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs were without Travis Kelce and Chris Jones, and the Lions were able to go into Arrowhead and come out with a victory. This game is in Denver, and historically, Denver has always played well in September at home because, teams are fresh out of the preseason. A lot of players don't get that many reps, so it's going to take them a little bit to get acclimated to the weather, to the climate. We're playing at Mile High Stadium this week, so they have an advantage with the elevation. So I expect this game to start off a little bit slow. I expect maybe even the Broncos to take an early lead, but nevertheless, I expect us to compete. This is a divisional game. I don't expect a blowout at all whatsoever from either side. I expect this to be a very close game, a running game that is. Historically, Josh Jacobs has had career games against the Broncos. So, we're going to get a big dose out of Josh Jacobs this week. I expect maybe 20 to 25 carries. And, as far as the Broncos injury report, they're most likely out with Jerry Jeudy. He got hurt in, I think, week 2 of the preseason. And also, they're going to for sure be out with Tim Patrick. He's out for the season. So long story short, they don't really have that many weapons on the offensive side of the ball other than Javonte Williams. He's a great running back. I think last year was his rookie year, if I'm not mistaken, and he did really well. So I expect him to be very involved in the running game and also in the passing game. It's going to be very big. If we could stop Javonte Williams all game, I think the Raiders defense will have a great game. And as far as Chandler Jones, there's no, update with his situation. The team has been not commenting. And to tell you the truth, it looks like this situation has brought the team together in a sense. I think if it was a McDaniels and Chandler Jones situation, if they were clashing, I think there would be a separation in the locker room and guys would be frustrated and commenting more on this situation. I think this team has a great set of leaders. Guys like Devontae Adams, Jimmy Garoppolo, Max Crosby, of course, Marcus Epps, Marcus Peters. And I think this team is well equipped to deal with a situation like this. I think we're going to be just fine. And quite frankly, I don't expect Chandler Jones to be back with the Raiders for a while. He's already been ruled out for this game, as well as Brandon Faison. And I expect our pass rush to get after Russell Wilson. They got a new tackle this year, Mike McGlinchey, coming from the San Francisco 49ers. He's a real good tackle, but he's dealt with injuries these last few seasons. Nevertheless, he's going to be starting week 1. And I expect, Malcolm Koonce, Max Crosby, and Tyree Wilson to get after the quarterback and get some sacks. Let's see what all the hype has been about this preseason, about our defense stepping up a notch. Let's see if we could all put it together and really show out. When it's all said and done, I really expect Devontae Adams to have another big game against the Broncos. Last year, in the 2 games he played against them, he killed them. He killed Patrick Surtain. I expect Josh Jacobs to have a big game. Even Jimmy Garoppolo. As far as the defense, like I said, I expect us to get a few stops, to get some turnovers, and to get some sacks. With all that being said, guys, I really don't expect a blowout. It's a divisional game at the end of the day. They hate us just as much as we hate them. And you know what? I'm tired of all the hype surrounding Sean Payton. All that is going to be put to rest. We're going to go into Mile High, and we're going to come out with the W. I expect this game to be close all the way to the very end. And the way that we're going to win it is either with Daniel Carlson kicking a game-winning field goal as time expires, or a defense getting a stop and turning the ball over. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this game. Are we gonna win? And give me some score predictions.